Great. So you can see now you are able to do this entire thing on the local host. So first time login is hi all, welcome back. So today we will be discussing more on the alternative for N8N tool, right? N8N is like a very good automation workflows where you can create templates and then you can automate every related app which is available in the world, right? So it's there are no competitors for N8N, but there are couple of competitors who are really good alternative, right? So I'm going to give more information on alternatives of N8N, right? Like example, Windmill, Temporal, right? Couple of them are there. So let us dive in and see like how we can learn from Windmill, which is open source. So explaining which is called as Windmill.dev. So you have this is a open source developer platform and it's a workflow engine. You can see the schedules. You can create the scheduling, webhooks, and auto-generated UIs, custom UIs which can be generated, right? And also you have a custom flows which are there, and you also have something like scripts, so which can be generated for each of these areas, right, which talks to each of these areas. And you also have a worker where you can see every uh, uh, leaf level which we go deep inside the application. All those are all configurable and you can use the related tools. For example, here you can use worker groups, here you can use script editor, here you can use flow editor, and here I think you can use the app editor, right? So the most of the things and this is like webhooks, and you also have scheduling, and also you have like auto generated UIs, right? So let us try with Windmill Cloud. So this is also there. Let us try over here. When you click over here, so it asks about the login and the sign up. So since we are signing up, I will just go ahead and sign up with my Gmail. Okay, so let me go and continue on to this part. Okay, so I want to create accept invite. Okay, so this is where you can see all the demo related part. You can have the runs, you can have like a demo, and you also have maybe let us see like what are all the live activity. Okay, maybe we will see one of the things. I'm also just first time I'm seeing this part, right? So there are workers, folders, audit logs. You can create a schedule, resources, variables, runs, and you also have an Ask AI integration which were there. We will learn how to self-host the Windmill, right? So you have to install the Docker. You should have the Docker which you can run containers on it, right? So and also you need to have some of the cloud provider specific guides, or you can do it on yourself also. So let us do with the setup with a local host. That would be better without any cloud or any of the things. With the local setup we will try to run it out. So you have to open the docker.app. I have already opened Docker which is already there, right? This is the Docker which you can see as of now, and type the following commands. Okay, so this is the commands which we need to do it out. Let me open the terminal and then start running it out. Okay, so let me take okay, Linux, and then and type the following commands. Okay, let us now we will go and add these commands. Let me go and execute this out. Okay, so you can see the commands have got executed. Now we have to just run the compose, Docker compose, right? So that it will you will be able to go to the local host. Okay, so now I'm just doing the Docker compose. Okay, I will say hello. So it will take a couple of minutes to get hosted. So it pulls the entire data and it's one worker one. Great. So it started everything, and you can see everything is started now. Now if I go over self-host related part, if I go local host and open a new tab, great. So you can see now you are able to do this entire thing on the local host. So first time login is okay, this is the admin name which we have to use it, right? So let us copy this, paste this one, and first time login, maybe I don't know what's, or change me. Okay, great. So I'm able to log in now to the Windmill. I can go towards the setup and create a local setup. You can have a local host URL, set up all these things, right? Retention, seconds, doubly only, right? And then like maybe I will say like save settings and finish setup. So it will give me the new URL. Okay, maybe let me give the new one, and then password set as admin and hub sync. So this is like setting up the Windmill related part. Okay, now I will log in to the dummy account, which is admin. Great. So now you can see the entire Windmill I was able to self-host, and I can even create the workspaces and related part. Like I can go over here and say like demo one, and then enable workspace color. The entire Windmill which you wanted to see in the cloud, right? You will be able to see in this local setup, and everything I'm running on the local. I have a working API which is there, and then you can run over here, and then you can go ahead and create a workspace, right? So now you have seen the set of things, like you can have like demo application, or maybe like you can have the runs, right? You can create a variables, you can create resources, and also you can have like more of the workers created, and you can also add triggers, http nats, sqs, gcp pub sub, mqtt, right? You can also add Kafka, Postgres, WebSockets, HTTP, everything you can add and create and configure over here, and run your application in such a way that it is working fine. All right. So I hope you have learned something new from this video. Thanks all for watching.